Hey, Linda.
Hey, hi there. I have
Mhm.
a
How are you?
non-oil. What's that?
I said, how are you?
Oh, great. Absolutely fantastic. All this word
Good.
programming. I am a new woman. It's great. But I have a question about who is Sandalphon? Like, I don't want about a
No, so
class.
Sandalphon
Who is that?
is Sandalphon is the twin of Metatron. So Metatron is of the crown and is of essence, and Sandalphon is actually considered a female angel. You know, angels usually don't have male or female, although they're portrayed most times like a little bit more masculine than feminine. But the reason even with that is um, like masculine energy is associated a little bit more with essence, and female is associated more with form. Um, and so the reason why Sandalphon is considered feminine is it's because it's the archangel of the basic chakra. So Metatron and Sandalphon are considered twins. And so the whole thing with the seven layers of the aura is we're treating the structure of the aura. So we're treating more of the anatomy and like so let me look this up because I don't want to like
Yeah,
ad lib it in my head and then go, this is what we're doing, and then I like just
yeah.
miss
I'm
miss
really
thing.
curious about like the angel herself, or like what she's like, or how she appears, or um.
There's not a lot of imagery about Sandalphon.
Okay.
It's the angel of the form or the angel of the body,
Huh?
and it's the angel, the archangel that is associated with having your prayers heard and answered. You know, helps to facilitate the prayers. And so even like when you look for the sigils and things, and you like search for Sandalphon sigil, Metatron comes up, because it's really two sides of the same coin. So
Mm.
Metatron being masculine is bringing essence from the other side of the veil, and Sandalphon being the form or the the body or the structure. And so you could say it's associated with homeostasis, regeneration, the effects of conditioning or just the conditioning aspect. And then I find working with Sandalphon and the seven layers of the structure of the aura is very calming to the central nervous system. It helps the nervous system refine so that you can have like higher experiences. And so Sandalphon would be, how we use the Glory of Lebanon and Moses and Chakra Root Cleanser and um, those all those oils. I think sometimes I kind of say this and then I change the subject, but they're a byproduct of they're actually all angel blends, and they're all aspects of a combination of Metatron Sandalphon. And so, I don't talk about it like that because you can talk about them in a very practical way, but you're basically treating the structure or the anatomy when you work those seven layers that we're doing on the weekend, the Sandalphon class. And when you invoke Sandalphon, it is about refining the form and making the form ready for essence and
Mm.
even helping the form to see or reach outside of itself. Because even in the act of prayer, the idea that that angel helps to facilitate your prayers being heard when the structure is left on its own. And when I say structure, I also mean intellect. It is repetition and it doesn't see outside of itself. And so even the act of structure or the intellect to start to even look a little bit outside of itself, that's the gift of Sandalphon right there.
Mm.
Like starting to go from like me, me, me. Oh, there's something else. there's divine, there's other people, there's experiences outside of what I keep having over and over again. That is the gift of Sandalphon.
Okay. I
Does that
understand.
does that help?
It does. And what about the image that you have up for that class? Where did that image come from?
That really cool one. Let me.
It looks like a
Greg
giant
doesn't even know.
bird.
So
It looks like a giant bird with a girl.
Oh, it's an eagle, like with the that is a thing that it's in my photos from a long time ago. It was just some image that I saw. I was going down some rabbit hole of some shamanic things, some
Hmm.
shamanic books and writings and things on the internet, and that image popped up. And it's just a painting that somebody did. And I was like, oh, that's amazing. And I saved it in my photos. And then when we were doing the class, I was like, oh, I know the photo I want to use. So, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's no big, like, it was just a photo that I had that I just, but the reason that I used it, I mean, because you see it's like an eagle with its hand on the shoulder of a person. And again, it's like essence touching form, or the eagle being the essence, because eagle, hawks, and owls are all in shamanic practices or indigenous practices um, associated with the messengers of God.
Right.
Like, so, for me, it just struck me as divine coming down and touching the person or touching the form. And so I was like, that's perfect for the Sandalphon class.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it this weekend. That'll be great.
It's going to be fun. I've been cranking, like, I'm putting in a bunch of explanations for all the, because like here we're talking about structure, and then like the work program, we talk about the program. And then when we did intuition and healing the past, there was the intuitive component. Here I'm putting in a bunch of anatomy for each of the 49. We're going to have techniques at the beginning, but then there's the 49 recipe book, but it's all specific to the structure. So like if you're treating a respiratory issue or a muscular issue, like you would go to a particular layer and look at it. So cross-referenced it all, and then putting a bunch of anatomy so like, okay, if I have an issue with my thyroid, where can I go to look? And where, so, one thing might be, the endocrine system, but there might be other places where you can go through and go, oh, the thyroid kind of shows up in a few of these places. So then you could treat different aspects and then even work, eventually the work programs based on this information, because there's the correspondence every step of the way.
Mhm.
So even the things that we'll do in this class, there will still be a correspondence to the work program.
Great. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Thank you.